Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. This is Blazer the Morkie, and we are bringing you your December monthly reading. So today we'll be doing a yummy Celtic cross spread, and we'll close it off with a special oracle message for the Gemini collective. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node readings for additional context and texture. And also be sure to check out the description below if you'd like to book a personal reading, connect on social media, make a donation, get more involved with the creators community. On Instagram, I do run the occasional tarot special, so if you're tight on funds but you'd really like to get a reading, that's a good place to watch and check in the stories there. And then also every other Sunday here on YouTube, we have 1 hour of tarot with me. You can come on, you can ask a question, get to know the community. We're having a lot of fun. I think I'm going on my 5th or 6th journey with this, or time to do this, and it's been really amazing. And the people that are coming on are so engaged and asking such amazing questions. So check that out if you feel called to do so. We are celebrating the Sagittarius season here. So here's my Saggy shirt, and a very happy birthday to all of our Sagittarius brothers and sisters and celebrating their season. Gemini, let's do this. Okay, so you're kicking us off in your current energies, telling me that you're in the Sagittarian energy of temperance here. So you're aligning with the season here, Gemini. Very smart of you, very astute. I think it's really going to help you with some things here. It has a good feeling to it. I feel like you're balancing both the known and unknown, the action and surrender. Things are feeling really good with how you're bringing it into balance. Now, this is crossed with the Knight of Swords. So I'm wondering if you're feeling a bit of a challenge with some decision or some pressure to do something really quickly. That may be throwing you off balance a little bit, and you are quick-witted, you are quick to respond and quick to know things, but this feels more like a pressuring upon you, like somebody pressuring you to make a decision. Like, you got to make a decision about me or I'm going to leave. I'm going to check out. Like, kind of like an ultimatum. So some of you might be dealing with something like that. We'll have to clarify there. In your needed focus, you get the Three of Swords. There's some heartbreak or some pain that you might be carrying inside that the universe is saying, hey, take a minute here with your heart. Take a minute to tune into your heart. Quiet the thoughts, quiet the mind. Come into the heart space and really see if you can't figure out where some of the pain might be residing. And maybe it's come up as a result of feeling pressured to do something, or I got to do something in a hurry, or, things are gonna not work out for me or something like that. In the past, you're leaving behind the energies of the Nine of Swords. That's a whole lot of stress and tension, particularly mental activity-wise, and sleepless nights, and just, utter confusion and stress is what I see. And I'm certainly glad you're leaving that behind, because eventually we're going to have to move out of those energies. We experience them for a reason, but it's also good to move through them. And you're moving in your future position right into the Ten of Swords. That's a very natural progression for you, Gemini. And these are air energies we're talking about with the swords: communication, intellect. Maybe there's some sort of finality that you're going to be communicating. Maybe it's this person who is pressuring you to either say yes to this, or, I'm out, or sign up for this, or you're missing out, kind of thing. I don't get you're very comfortable with that. You're not very comfortable with that energy, because you know that your inner guidance system will tell you when it's time to move. And some pressure from the outside, if it rubs up against that, it's not going to feel very good. In your place of empowerment, and the place where you can really feel embodied, you get the Five of Pentacles. This is telling me that you have really worked on the energy of abandonment, and you've been healing the energies of abandonment, or feeling left out, or feeling like there's a glass ceiling or doors are closed to you, and you're coming out of that quote unquote belief era, whatever it is. And I really like that, because I think you're recognizing here that you have the key within you to something very important and very special. In your support and allies, you get the Hermit. This is beautiful energy, especially for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere where we're going to be overwintering, kind of starting in December. This is the energy of a little more solitude, not isolation, but solitude. And I feel like for some of you, this is going to mean your sleep patterns are going to get better. Because remember in that past, I felt like sleepless nights for some of you, and it could be, who knows, could be a number of things, stress, hormones, whatever. This Hermit feels like a more peaceful sleep. Like sleep is your friend, good, nourishing sleep. So if that is not happening for you, be sure to make it a priority. In the position of your environment, you have the Nine of Cups. You're really opening up your heart to things. You are definitely directing your energies in multiple different directions. You're very happy so far with what you've been able to create. You may still feel like there's more that you want to do, but also I see that you're not putting your eggs all in one basket. And because you're not doing that, right? And it doesn't mean you're not having a niche or you're not focusing in on something. I'm talking about you're creating multiple streams of emotional stability, of calling in income and energy, the energy that you want, loving energies towards you. And I think that's important because you will find liftoff with some, if not all of those. And so that's what you're working on there. In your hopes and fears, you get the Seven of Wands, a bit of feeling of like defensiveness. And I'm wondering if it's not triggered right now by this pressure that's coming towards you really quickly. You kind of worry that like, is it always going to feel like that? Or once I really get going with this relationship or this business, then all the expectations are going to go through the roof and I have to uphold all this, this particular image, but I still need my time with my family and my quiet time and my hermit time. There's that kind of worry involved there. And then in the potential outcome, you get the Five of Wands. Though this journey that you're on, or this phase of it, this end of the year might seem a little bit challenging, I see you being extremely tenacious. I do not see you giving up. I see you moving through different transformative energies that are actually carrying you through different aspects of yourself. At times you may feel like you yourself are a puzzle that you're trying to figure out and put together. You have a complexity to you, but you are definitely reaching for it. I don't see you giving up. Again, like I said, I feel tenacity in that card coming in as the potential outcome. So your resolve is likely going to strengthen around something. Gemini, let's clarify. Okay, for this Temperance card, you're right in alignment here with the Sagittarian energy, comfortable with what is known, comfortable with what is unknown. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, I really like this energy because I feel this is the energy of self-compassion. You have really moved yourself into a space where you prioritize your self-care and your love towards yourself, your language with yourself, the way you have your inner dialogue with yourself. And it's looking to be resulting in a more peaceful, serene inner world, a more serene inner world for you. I really like these energies with it being Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. That's a big shift for you. You may not have lived many years of your life in this balanced, peaceful energy within yourself. So this is really nice to see that in your current energies. Let's see what's pressuring you. What's coming at you so fast that it feels like an ultimatum, or it feels like the kind of decision you have to make quickly or else. Oh, yeah, and more quickness coming in. The Eight of Wands is clarifying this, and the Eight of Cups. For some of you, you may be being forced to make a decision about a partner or partnership with this Eight of Cups. It kind of looks to me like if somebody pressures you and says, give me an answer now or I'm leaving, I think you're going to let them leave. I think you're going to turn your back here because the energy is going against what is come up in your inner world, and it's impacting your peace. It's impacting your ability to have a serene inner world, and you've worked really hard to get there. So this could be somebody trying to pressure you into a contract. I think you will stop working with them. You know what you want, Gemini, and whatever, when something comes in and tries to make you feel like you've got to do something or else, it really feels like a black or white kind of offer, like take it or leave it. I see you leaving it unless you feel absolutely secure about it. And these energies are really moving against your own current energies and challenging you at this time. For some of you, this could be the energy of, yes, you need to get moving on something. Yes. But if you're coming at it from the angle of, oh my gosh, I got to get this done now, and like the days are flying by and you're just not getting to it because life is happening and you have kids and a family and work and whatever, right? You've got to stop beating yourself up. You don't want to launch or do something from the energy of I've got to rush, right? Because your heart's not going to be in it. It's going to maybe be sloppy. You're going to miss things, right? So that could be for others of you the situation. But I do sense that some of you are also maybe feeling quite pressured by another person, or like I said, a legal contract, or buying, selling a home, something like that. I get, take your time, be patient with this. For the Three of Swords, so this is a little bit of heartache kind of feeling in your needed focus. You get the Ace of Swords and the Hermit. And you have the Hermit in your support and allies. So I really like that. You could have someone alongside you. There could be a friend, a mentor, somebody that is really supporting you as you illuminate your own path forward, really supporting you in the energies of who you are. I think some of your pain and heartache might be self-inflicted with this Ace of Swords coming in like that. Like, this could be energies of self-judgment, because remember, you're currently showing me you're working on being compassionate towards yourself and cutting yourself a break and giving yourself some grace. So this could be a little bit of self-sabotage. It could be a little bit of, just negative thinking toward one's self. And that usually is representative of some sort of defense mechanism. When we're afraid to admit something or afraid to get into the healing of something. So really take a look at that as your needed focus. You may want to speak with your counselor or mentor about this, whatever this pain is. It may be as simple of a thing as you just need some confirmation here as to if what you're thinking it is that, or they may be able to help you shed light onto that. So don't forget to embrace that support, especially since it came up in your allies as well. For the Nine of Swords that you have in your past energy, you get the Four of Swords and the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands you had there in your hopes and fears too. When you have really taken the effort, time, patience, and energy to heal yourself in the past, you have realized how much responsibility comes along with that healing process and how much awareness results from that. So there's the awareness of what you're responsible for. It's about getting really real with yourself, taking radical self-responsibility, radical self-forgiveness. And this is something that you've experienced here. And so I think this may apply also to another area of your life, like let's say you're starting a business, Or let's say you're beginning a new relationship and it just feels like there's a lot coming at you, you know? And so at first, your initial kind of defense is to block and to like put on pause and stuff like that, right? You just want to block it, defend, get in a defensive state. But these are energies that you're showing me in your past, telling me that you're working on letting this go. Now, I would say, let me rewind and go back to that word pause. I think there's a difference between defending, blocking, retaliating kind of energy versus pause. Give me a minute. I need time. And if someone can't give you time, then that someone is probably not for you. If that job can't give you 24 hours to make a decision, you know, whatever that might be, if you can't give yourself a few days to sleep on a decision, right? Got to be able to gift it to yourself as well, especially working on those energies of self-compassion. But you're moving into the Ten of Swords. That tells me you're moving out of those energies. Moving out of the Nine of Swords and into the Ten of Swords. There we go. But I think I said Ten of Swords. Too close together in my brain here. So the Ten of Swords in your future position, you get the Hierophant and the High Priestess. This is the High Priest and the High Priestess. This is a lifetime where you have come in to really free yourself spiritually. Okay? And in order to be free spiritually, you have to be able to be yourself unapologetically. And you have to be able to be yourself and love yourself through all the challenges, every situation, every test, trial, and tribulation. And that is what you're committing to here. These are big energies. I mean, Gemini has the big boy, big girl pants on here. This is not anything small. This is what you came to do here this lifetime. Bring these energies into balance. The masculine and feminine spiritual energies for yourself. But in order to do that, you have to be yourself. So your days of pretending to be somebody else or dimming your light because it makes someone else more comfortable, worrying about the comfort level of others, that is going away. And you are going to be you, and the people that are meant to be with you will be with you. For the Five of Pentacles in this place of embodiment for you, you get the Nine of Pentacles, and there's that Three of Swords again. And so we have this, needed focus, Three of Swords. We have that little pain. We also have it in your place of empowerment and embodiment. So going through this pain, healing the heart, filling the heart back up. That Nine of Pentacles is a building up to what you desire, right? And you desire the freedom to be yourself, spiritually expressed. And so that's why these energies, these maybe tougher energies, are coming up in your place of embodiment and empowerment, because they're the energies that you'll be moving through to really claim this for yourself. I honestly don't think this is going to be a really long-term journey here with embodying this. I think there's some clearing, there's some repair here, but this does not seem to me like something you can't do while you go and while you close out this other cycle where, maybe you did things for other people's comfort. And now you're embracing yourself and bringing yourself into that spiritual alignment that you came here to do. It really is part of your life purpose here. Now, that may express in different people different ways. You could, be a healer yourself. You could be a public speaker. You could do all kinds of things, writing books, all of these types of things where we set our goals and we look to achieve them in that Sagittarian energy. This is a good time for you to really be thinking about that. And I think you can heal and repair as you go, because you're no stranger to healing. You're showing me quite a bit of it in the past there. So this is not like we have to completely stop our life to heal. We may need to hermit out for a day or two here or there. We may need to stay off social media for a day or two. Stay off, watching the tarot videos. Just be with yourself, okay? As much as I want you to watch my video, I want you to take care of yourself first and foremost. Now, this Hermit in your support and allies is clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You are much better equipped now to choose friendships, mentors, and relationships that are aligned with you. I feel like prior to now, you've taste tested maybe different kinds of opportunities here. And again, because your challenge is like when you get to feeling very pressured or rushed by someone, and maybe they're doing it under the guise of this is what's best for you, you need to take action, you need to do this, that, and the other. But you've got that feeling energetically that's just like, this is just rubbing me to the wrong way. This is this is too much. That's your indicator. And you're really focused on surrounding yourself with the people who are better equipped to witness your journey. Maybe they question, and maybe they do from time to time challenge you a little bit, but not in the sense of like, do this now, or we're done working together, or if you do this again, I won't be your friend. That kind of energy is not going to work for you anymore, and it's not supportive to your process. In fact, you'll probably move quicker without that energy pressuring you, honestly. In your environment here, where you have the Nine of Cups, so you're opening up into these, maybe different relationships, friendships. Here comes Blaze. Love, the things you love to do, could even be abundance channels. You get another Nine of Cups here to clarify. So a double Nine of Cups, and you get the Devil. So for some of you, the Devil is just representing that Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with Capricorn in your situation, or Pluto has just left Capricorn. That energy might have been impacting you somewhat. You might have that in your chart somehow in another way. But some of you, this is just representative of what hard work it took and what you had to overcome to get these plates spinning, to get these balls rolling, to get these cups shining here, okay? And there's been a lot of polishing, a lot of refining, a lot of switching gears, a lot of pivoting. And an important thing here to remember is that if we're going to take a look at the Devil card and its ill-dignified energies, we're going to say, you've done all this work. You cannot let a toxic person or situation come in and destroy these beautiful, open, loving channels that you've set up for yourself. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So if there is a Devil energy in your environment, maybe it's this person putting pressure on you to do something really quick, or maybe it's just an energy you feel from a certain job that isn't the right match for you. Perhaps could be a coach or a health coach or something that's just, they're kind of like, what I get is this person more is following their methodology rather than tuning into your energies and catering the program directly to your needs. I think that's going to make sense to some of you, what I'm saying there. That's not a good match. No. You've come too far. You've worked too hard for this, Gemini. You've got the big boy, big girl pants on here. So you're not messing around, and you're not fooling around anymore. For the Seven of Wands in your hopes and fears, you get the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. So there's this little bit of hesitation that you have, a little bit of even shyness for some of you that I get in your energetic field. Like you fear the attention that you'll be getting because you're on your way to getting attention for standing in your power of who you really are. And so there might be this wee little fear in there that says, oh, once you get this, again, it's that responsibility. There's going to be a lot coming at me. There's that little bit of fear. But then there's this other aspect of you, and Gemini, you're always showing me, one or the other, that is the King of Cups. That is like, no, I know I got this. I know I got this. I have my energy set right. I have the lessons that I've learned here. And I know there'll be more lessons, but I know I can overcome them because I am going to do this from a heart-led, spiritually led place within myself. And that's what you're committed to here. So you're going to put your hope in that, not in not following through with it, right? Let's look at this 5 of Wands and the potential outcome. You get the 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so here you are reaching for something. There's these different versions of yourself that you're challenged through. And all the while you are nurturing a brand new abundance channel. I honestly think that what you're moving into in this potential outcome is that 10th cup, where you're going to land in that 10 of Cups energy. You've got those 2 9s, and now you're moving with the 7 and the Page of Pentacles. That's a curiosity, that's an openness around abundance, that's a nurturing, that's a trusting that the seeds you plant will come to fruition. So I honestly think here you're going to get that 10th cup. In fact, that's what this reading is going to be, the 10th cup. Because you are opening up that channel of abundance. You're opening that place up in your heart. This is a spiritual journey for you as well, and a lifetime where these things come into being for you. So it really looks to me like, Gemini, whatever is rushing you, pressuring you, challenging you, not a harmonious energy for you at this time. And that would prevent you from grabbing that 10th cup. That's why you have your back turned here with the 8 of Cups. You're like, no, I'm going to go pay attention to my 9 cups and I'm going to get the 10th. So Gemini, we do have a little message here that I wrote on little cards. I was just inspired once to write little helpful messages, and yours is drink more water. And I love that, especially with that King of Cups showing up in your hope area. Keeping your cup full, keeping yourself hydrated, especially if you have a lot of pressure from somebody coming from the outside in. I feel like the hydration in your body honestly offers a natural barrier of protection. So for some of you, this is very elementally advanced work. It may even borderline here or seep into water magic. Now, water magic can be explored in a lot of different ways, but for you, I feel that it has to do with the integration of the water into your cells. It's making me very thirsty. I'm going to have to get a drink of water right after this reading, because I really think that's going to support you in getting that 10th cup and hitting your dreams. Gemini, thank you so much for joining this very cool reading today. It was my pleasure to do it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.